we are going to step in the ring with not just anyone. We're talking about an up-and-coming face of women's boxing, Daly City's own Anna, the Hurricane Hulaton. And Anna, I must tell you, I've had the pleasure, or maybe the unfortunate experience of being in the ring with both you and your upcoming opponent, Kelsey Jeffries. Please look into the camera. Tell the folks how many punches it took to get me on the ground.
It took a couple of body shots, and then we just went right up top.
She's not lying. Anna Hulaton going to talk about her September 12th bout. Coming up, don't move. All right, we are back with Anna Hulaton. We have been following her for a few years now. First, a nice amateur career out of Daly City, and there she is over at the gym over at Berkeley, and now, what, 4-1 now as your pro career is off and running. And boy, and if I told you a few years ago it would come out just like this, would you have said, oh, okay, I'll take it?
Yeah, I didn't even imagine this back then. It's just funny because we were trying to go for the Olympics for 2008, and they just announced that it's going to be in 2012. But no, being the pros, no, I had no idea it was going to turn into it. So, but everything's going really well.
And you got another bout coming up. It'll be September 12th against Kelsey Jeffries from Gilroy. And I mean, the 12th is just right around the corner. So what are you doing between now and then? What's the kind of set me up here for this?
A lot of training, eating right, a lot of interviews. We're really pumping it out. It's a very special thing because it'll be the first female main event card that's happening here in the Bay Area. You got one great fighter, you got another great fighter here, and we're ready to duke it out September 12th at the HP Pavilion. So,
well, you got a huge Filipino following, and we know you've graced the covers of magazines. I mean, you could be the face of female boxing. How do you kind of, you know, juxtapose the both of them? Because you really want to establish yourself as a force in the ring, but I mean, those looks.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, it's like a fight in the ring. It's a fight outside of the ring. You know, in the ring you got to have skills. You know, outside of the ring you gotta have the looks, and that's what people look for. So for me, it's more like a responsibility. You know, especially when I go out there, a lot of Filipino Americans are supporting me. In fact, on the day of the fight, it'll be Filipino Heritage Day. So you know, we're expecting a huge crowd.
Look at you, the love for the Giants there in the ring.
Yeah, Bay Area.
and we're watching some martial arts video. Are you a black belt yet?
No, I'm still trying to train from a black belt over at Westwood Schools. In fact, you got to come down. You were able to throw some punches over at our gym.
We're going to see that, and we're going to see that in just a jiffy. But let me ask you about your opponent, Kelsey Jeffries, because I've been in the ring with both of you. It didn't last too long, but as we look at some of Jeffries' game, kind of break it down for me. Have you got a game plan going?
Oh yeah. I mean that's the main key, is making sure that I follow the game plan. She's very experienced.
And from the sparring partner, can you pull anything? Can you?
she's using her jabs. She got active punching. Oh, look at that.
And
goes for the head. And she doesn't stop.
And down I go. Now we had talked about how I paid a visit to you in Berkeley one time because I just wanted to see what it was like, and what I was unprepared for was how long 3 minutes really is, and their quickness. I mean, you talk about fists of fury.
Yeah.
You remember this afternoon?
Yeah, I remember when you asked me for another round. I was like, okay, it's time to work.
And I remember my last words before we started going. I said, hey, just treat me like a regular opponent. Yeah. Just let me know that you're there, and then you didn't let up.
Yeah, well, I was expecting to stand in there. I kept trying to chase after you, but.
Yeah, you would have been chasing.
That was fun. But you're definitely the pound-for-pound sports anchor in the business, so Vern Glenn, that's you for sure.
My toughness always comes through when I can stand behind the camera and really kind of, you know, really give it to you. So between now and then, okay, you got another hard week, then you taper off, and then after the 12th. What's the future look like?
You know, we got a couple of things lined up. I'm not sure if I'm able to say it right now, but you know, we're looking for good things on September 12th, and as soon as that happens, then I'm sure everyone will be able to see it. We're doing a lot of big Bay Area stuff, so.
Well, you're a rising star, you know, above and beyond. Hey, keep it going, Anna, and we will be following each and every blow
of the way. Thank you.
Okay, she's the Hurricane Hulaton, everybody.